I'll be curious what the Rev video is real fast. I kind of want to see this real fast.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So today we have another round of Genshin Impact related drama to cover because there is a full-on revolt in a portion of the Genshin Impact community. I believe this is now the 10th boycott of this game started by its own players. Now, why is this happening? Well, recently there was a new region called Natlan
Let me reduce this down a little bit to 22 real fast.
We saw some new characters being introduced to Genshin Impact, and people on Twitter are very, very upset, claiming this is cultural appropriation as well as whitewashing because the skin tone of these characters is fairer than they would have expected from this fictional region. Yes, my condolences to the citizens of Natlan. I hope they get the justice that they deserve in this situation. But this has gotten really, really out of hand to the point where now IGN and other sources like this are making articles covering the situation. You can see the headline right here. Genshin Impact is facing more accusations of cultural appropriation and whitewashing.
They're gatekeeping what is actually black. I know, tell me about it.
Asking publisher Hoovers to make changes. So here's one of the voice actors joining in on this movement. In a tweet with over 1 million views, they say this: if a game draws so heavily from real-world cultures and bases a character on the supreme deity of the Yoruba religion, and that character ends up looking like pale Sasuke...
He's not pale. He's not pale. He's tanned. Okay? Also, another thing on top of that specifically, right? The one character that they're specifically talking about is Odon. They're talking about Odon. That's the character that they're talking about. They're talking about Odon, and he's not based off Yoruba just because he uses the name, right? It's like basically me saying, remember that one girl or so, right? The Jaguar girl that's blonde or so, right? She's using an Aztec name, right? She's using an Aztec name, and it's basically saying, oh, yeah, that's like a misrepresentation, you know, of our deity and shit like that. I'm just like, bro, it's a fucking character, bro. Like, it's not that deep, man. It's really cool that we got, like, you know, our name, like our deity showing up in a Hoovers game. I think it's personally cool, so I don't know. This is so dumb, to be honest. Just because Odon sounds like close to Oleron. I guess you can say, I think when I searched up or something, I guess Odon is like one of the nicknames or so for Oleron, but Oleron goes by many different names. But the main name he uses is Oleron itself. I think for me personally, I think these VA people should really not get themselves involved in this, to be honest. They really should not get themselves involved for this because number one, it makes them look bad. Okay? All right? You're not going to win either way. You're going to piss off one side of the community compared to the other one. For me, I'm just like, if I was a Genshin VA and this shit was happening, I'm not going to be saying anything about it. I'm just going to mind my own business and then, you know, do my own thing. And that's pretty much it. But they're okay making a real and historical people race swap. One is real and one is not. One has established people. One is fucking made up. Even then, it's just like, they don't even look the same. Like the Odon is not even bald, you know? Ullaron is a god deity who well, at least from because I'm basing it off of Smite or so, right? I'm basing it off the Smite version of Ullaron, right? He doesn't but I know in the real depiction or so he does have like a bit of hair, right? But it's just like there's no correlation between both of them. And also at the same time, miHoYo / Hoovers didn't even make a video, didn't announce or anything like, oh yeah, this is based off you know, this character is based off of fucking Oleron, you know? It's like Hoovers didn't say shit. Like literally, Hoovers didn't say jack shit where the fuck this character is based off of, you know? Like it could be probably based off like the culture to be like, oh, it's based off the culture of these people, you know, from this specific culture, you know, the outfit design, you know, and that's about it, you know. And then they say, oh, we decided to choose the name Odon, you know, because it fits him specifically, you know. The name has a meaning to it, you know. It just because a god uses it doesn't mean it doesn't have a meaning to it, you know. It does have an actual meaning to the name. It's the same thing with the one that's using the Aztec god name right now. It means the young goddess of maize, which is the young goddess of corn, I think, if I remember, if I'm saying it correctly or so. It's basically, but she doesn't look like a goddess, right? The blonde girl, right? The Nyaru looking girl, right? She doesn't look like a goddess that is a young goddess of corn, okay? she's just a jaguar type of character. That's it, you know? So even if they don't even look like the actual cultures they're based on, we can just dismiss it as something original. They're forcing it to be the truth that doesn't exist. Yeah, like they're throwing this weird like logical shit into the game, which number one, the game has multiple. It's funny enough because the game says it multiple times that this is not, oh yes, they're based on delusions or so, on a fantasy game or so. They even announced it in the game themselves that they are like that they are specifically like saying go touch fucking grass, you morons. Like literally, this is literally the Genshin community just being just racist overall. Come on now, Ko, turn into your tentacle form, or else you are from the void.
Batman, people are absolutely within their rights to demand better representation, especially when said game has clearly stated commitment.
Also, this person from, I bet you if I ask someone from the Yoruba religion, right? I bet you that I'll be like, hey, do you think this person should represent your guys and speak on your guys' behalf? I bet you 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no. They're going to say no.
To a global audience, I hope y'all keep making your voices heard, and I hope they listen. This is the definition of a first world problem. These people are more angry about the complexion of these characters than they are.
They're literally getting mad over fucking skin tones. Literally. Fucking skin tones. You'll be excommunicated from the High Void Council for void face.
Actual atrocities.
I'm from the void, okay?
By the Chinese government against its own citizens. Like, it's
I own that
wild.
domain.
And looking at this tweet, as a voice actor, why would MiHoYo ever want to continue working with you? It is a very terrible look. You are essentially...
You're literally... All of these voice actors are literally making themselves look bad. This just makes me like as someone who wants to be inspired to become a voice actress, right? Like that's one of the things that kind of like inspires me specifically. I'm just like kind of like, wow, dude. Nah, Dubstep said you're black. Yeah, apparently everyone Twitter says that we all have the same skin tones. So we're all black apparently. Yeah, apparently. But yeah, as someone who's like wants to be inspired to be a VA, I will never ever be like these people, to be honest. I would never like put my opinion on something like this, to be honest, right? Because I just think I just think it's fucking stupid to begin with, right? This is just something that I wouldn't want to bother wasting my time with about 9 times out of 10. It's just kind of like, okay.
Accusing your own boss of cultural appropriation and whitewashing, while also riling up a portion of their fan base that is trying to boycott the game currently. Like, you are actually encouraging people who are hurting the bottom line of the company. Why would they ever want to hire you again? If they're halfway serious, they would realize how bad of a look this is and how much it's actually harming their company. But going forward, a lot of people on Twitter are trying many different ways to basically punish MiHoYo and Genshin Impact for what's happening with this new region of the game. I've seen multiple posts like this individual saying this: what if we mass reported Genshin until their account gets banned? Maybe then they'll do something. And what are they reporting these official Genshin Impact accounts for? Hate speech. I regret to inform this individual, it is not hate speech to introduce fair-skinned characters.
I really believe you would absolutely nail being a voice actor. The only person in this scenario, I just wouldn't be these kinds of voice actors that are here in the Western side, you know. They have these weird ideologies, to be honest. Because like for me being a voice actor, right? I'm here to be a voice actor to entertain people, you know, have them be good, you know, have a good time with like of me trying to voice act a character, you know. I'm not gonna bring in my politics. I'm not gonna bring in my opinions on this stupid shit here, especially like the weird stupid skin tone crap that they're talking about or so. And even then, at the end of the day, they're not whitewash. Okay, these people are saying that they're whitewash. They're not whitewash. They literally are not whitewash. This is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know.
scenario that is risking violating Twitter's TOS is this post right here. This is targeted harassment. You can't tell people to falsely report an account until it's banned. That is actually against Twitter's TOS. However, the main account here that a lot of people have been using for this boycott is this HYV boycott, the official account for the Hoovers boycott. Yes, this is a
It's not gonna work.
very serious situation right here. So let's check out some of their posts. Here's the first one saying, I think it's safe to say that we have all had enough of the erasure of our cultures and identities. Today, I introduce you to the Boycott Hoovers account. We will be in
Which culture is that? What culture? What culture is that?
Account sharing how you can boycott, spread the word. Anything helps. Again, these people are way more angry about this than anything the Chinese government is doing, and it's absolutely insane.
Like most of these are people of descendant, but they don't even give a fuck about their ancestry. Like Africans from Africa are not a united people, but African Americans act like they are all, and at the end of the day, they would probably discriminate against a non-American African because they're primitive with no technology. Yes, exactly. You're here to have fun with your fandom, to get along, not let some outsider come and tell you to do this, and you know very well it's going to step on a lot of toes. Yeah, it's just like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, for this kind of thing specifically, if I was actually a Genshin VA, right? If I was a Genshin voice actress right now, right? And I voiced one of the characters in Genshin Impact, right? I look at all of the, I would look at everything, right? I would look at everything. And then, like, I probably would tweet out, all right, I'm closing Twitter for today. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to be closing Twitter for the next couple of days. Like, take care, y'all. Have fun, you know, have fun with whatever you guys are doing. I'm peacing, y'all. Peace. Gone. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Some American Africans don't get along with African people. It's just different viewpoints, different like stuff that they look at, you know, because how they were raised or so in a different environment.
People are clowning on right now. This is a do and don't suggestion of what you can do during this boycott, the things you should do and the things you shouldn't do. And before we get into the actual things listed here, notice that in the do's and don'ts, you will never find any mention of people being told not to play Genshin Impact. At no point does it say, don't play Genshin Impact. The iron will of Twitter activists, right? They can't even stop playing the game that they're boycotting. But anyways, let's look at their do's section. The first thing they encourage you to do is review bomb Genshin Impact in Hoyoverse games. That's interesting because normally
does
Twitter
it not
is very
say that in there?
Review bombing. When we see games getting review bombed by players who are upset with the content, typically people on Twitter say that's a bad thing and they shame you for doing it. But all of a sudden now it's okay. But they also say like and retweet. Yes, help boost this account into the algorithm. You guys should do the same thing with this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is a very, very serious thing I'm talking about here. They also say share posts from us, share posts from Black, Indigenous, people of color, spread the word, tell a friend, encourage others to speak up. Now, I was going to say, imagine telling like your coworker about this situation, but let's be honest, the people boycotting this game would be more appropriate to say like their classmates. So like imagine telling your classmate to join in on this boycott. Like it's absolutely goofy, but this gets even worse. So down here it says respond to surveys, send complaints to customer support, and this part is wild. Sign the linked petition and contact your local politicians. They want you to contact your local politicians over this new region in Genshin Impact and the skin tone of the characters contained within it. Please be serious. And if there are people like hate watching this video who are involved in this boycott, let me tell you something with true sincerity here. Please do not waste your time contacting these local politicians and wasting their time and resources.
This is so dumb, to be honest. Like, this is actually really dumb if you're trying to contact your local politician to like represent your like fucking your culture and shit like that, you know. You actually are wasting their time, to be honest, for doing this, you know. This is just no thanks to this petition. Australian politicians are already useless. Don't need more. I thought people would boycott Hoyo for business practice, not this bullshit. It's the fucking Genshin community, to be honest. What do you expect?
On something like this. First of all, they're going to have no idea what you're talking about. They're going to be completely confused and they're just going to basically close out of your email. But on top of that, there are infinitely more important things going on in the world right now that'd be worth your local politician's time more than this, okay? Just be serious for a second. And they also say down here, post in the official Hoyoverse account's comments, mute/block trolls. So this whole thing about posting in the official Hoyoverse accounts, that just boosts their posts in the algorithm. You're actually helping them by doing this, but let's move on to the don't section. So it says, don't make any additional purchases, don't participate in giveaways, don't participate in the Hoyoverse's economic flow.
A little bit forward.
That includes battle passes, all this stuff. And also don't harass/threaten voice actors, artists, or any content creator. Yeah, you guys think they're gonna stay true to their word right here?
They probably are gonna pull on the character. They're probably still playing it right now. They're probably like what they're doing. They're probably farming primo gems for the characters that are gonna be coming out in the future. That's probably what they're doing right now.
Not harassing content creators. I guarantee that's going to be violated very quickly when people see content creators they don't like making fun of this boycott. But they also say, don't send threats to customer support, don't interact with racists, and don't speak over people who are indigenous/affected. Okay, so this is getting clowned on by a lot of people.
I guess I'm indigenous, Chad. I guess I'm indigenous. I guess it's affecting me, Chad. I guess so, Chad. I'm gonna let this random person on Twitter pretty much speak for me, you know. I don't have a voice of what I could say, you know. These people are speaking for me, chat, apparently. They're all speaking for me, so.
And I think this screen capture right here by Hero Hey really sums up everything going on and the level of seriousness behind this boycott. So this individual says, wait, I'm sorry, but what does calling my local politician do exactly? Where this user says, someone brought up the option of communities whose culture Natlin is appropriating to contact their leaders so they can raise the issue of Hoyo hurting cultures and communities of people to the Chinese government. They think this is going to actually work. They want you to go to your local politicians and complain about what's happening in Genshin Impact. So then the local politicians can go to the United States government. And
I demand Chinese to leave China. Then for my people to resettle, and I get assassinated.
The United States government will contact the Chinese government to say that these Genshin Impact players are upset. Are we serious right now? Are we serious? I'm also seeing a lot of users bringing up the Genshin Impact TOS, and there's actually a section that says this: we cannot guarantee that you will not encounter content that you consider offensive or otherwise inappropriate, and we accept no liability for any failure to remove or delay removing any such content. They basically say if you're upset about the themes of this fictional setting, we don't take responsibility for it. And
hey, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Have to basically remove yourself from this situation. In fact, there's in-game dialogue from
Oh my yes, this is what I was talking about right here. This is literally it. This is the one. This is the fucking twit post that I was talking about, that they were making fun of like the actual like Genshin people.
Impact over and over again, reminding players that this is a fictional setting with fictional characters and none of this is real. That's how sad this portion of the community is. They have to be constantly reminded that this is a fictional setting and not supposed to be representative of real-life human beings. And I'm seeing more posts from this account saying this. Disappointing to see that the Hoyoverse's new hashtag Genshin Impact characters still lack authentic cultural representation. Our call for diversity and respect in gaming continues. Join us in demanding better. And of course, they're quoting Genshin Impact here.
No.
And all this does is promote the post that they're quoting.
That's true.
It's just promoting
that is
this
true.
new character. Like, a lot of people wouldn't even have seen this new promotion if it wasn't for this quote. It's so backwards. And I've seen other accounts joining in on this boycott saying stuff like this, not quote retweeting Genshin because I don't want them to get more engagement. Okay, fair. But they say this: do not let Kava's rerun distract you from the Hoyoverse's colorism. Do not let the new characters' drip marketing distract you from the Hoyoverse's racism. Look at how pasty, pale they are. Speak up. On top of all that, again, no mention of discontinuing your Genshin Impact account. There's no mention of stopping playing this game. They just have to remind people to not buy new stuff.
That's gonna change.
It's
Change is
crazy.
like talking
They
to a fucking corpse. The
give
corpse
it
is
up.
already
They
dead.
accuse
The corpse isn't
Hoyoverse
gonna
of
die
colorism
again
and
just
racism, but they
just so
can't
you
stop
won't
playing
be
the game.
lonely.
It's crazy. But also, I saw some other very wild claims. So some people are claiming that other Hoyoverse games actually do have some diversity. However, they're disappointed that Genshin Impact does not have the same, and they say this: it shocks me how such a pro-LGBTQ plus company can be so colorist.
What? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You think they are pro LGBTQ plus? You think Hoyoverse is pro LGBTQ plus? No way. Actually, no way. That's actually crazy, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, wait, hold on a second. That makes no fucking sense. This company is not pro LGBTQ plus. Dude, this person is crazy, to be honest. There's actually no way. Oh, man. Fuck, God.
Do better, Hoyoverse. This person is claiming that Hoyoverse is a pro-LGBTQ plus company. That is a very wild claim. And then there's some infighting on that. So some Genshin Impact players are saying, well, hold on a second. They're not pro-LGBTQ+. They're actually queer baiting with their characters. So apparently that's another issue going on in the Genshin Impact scene.
Right. Yeah, they are totally queer baiting. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I cannot tell.
But this is another person clowning at saying, gun to the back of your head, name 5 Hoyoverse characters that are LGBTQ. Yeah, pretty honest, but this whole situation is wild. This is a ridiculous situation. I cannot believe the level of attention all this has gotten because of the complexion of some of these characters from a fictional region in a fictional setting. It's wacky. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, this boycott will end eventually once people get bored and they'll continue playing Genshin Impact. But feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh my god. No shot, dude. Like, actually, no shot, to be honest. I would actually love to see, like, Hoyoverse, like the leader of Hoyoverse to see what they think about it specifically, right? Like, I would love to hear, like, what they think. Can we finally put a tombstone on this drama? I could never come back to it. Yeah, no, we're moving on after this. I already said my own piece to it. I'll be uploading the video, of course, later. later throughout the week or so for this specific thing. To be honest, I'll try to see if I can upload it tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, that's it. In my personal opinion, this drama is stupid. Okay, they're not whitewashed. Okay, I think some artists don't know the difference of lighting or so. And yeah, so anyways, they think we all have the same skin tone. And look, I'm looking at my skin tone right now, and they think I'm black. Anyways, well, looks like my YouTube frogs, my YouTube communities, they think I am black. So, anyways, I have the N-word pass, and yeah, I'll catch you guys all on the next video. And yeah, peace.